Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Happy Friday. It is the Friday after, excuse me, excuse me, Thanksgiving. I'm already choked up. I hope that my sound is better today, y'all. I remembered my microphone. Good Lord, I hope that it's better today because if it's not better, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I think I got it straightened out, friends. It's good to hang out with all of you. Yeah. Okay. XBIA says it's better. Well, we're off to a good start. We're off to a good start. Hey, Katya. Hello, hello. It's good to see all of y'all here. Katya's here. XBIA is here. There's Fooney. There's Kelly and Steven's here. Let's see. You is here. There's Adrian. Okay. Who else is here? Anybody? There's Brown Finger keeping it brown. What's going on, man? All right. Well, we um we were trying to figure out what to do today because I wanted to have a video, but I didn't really want to do one. So live stream one. Why not? We like live streams. I like hanging out with y'all. I like conversing and all of that. So we're going to do a few things today. The main thing that I want to do is to fill in some gaps in my own history and my own story that some of y'all might not know. Who is this guy really? And what is his training? And what did he do before YouTube? And why is he doing YouTube? That sort of thing. I've told the story before, but it's been a long time. And quite frankly, we've got a bunch of folks that have become members of the community that might not know all of that. They just might think that, hey, who's this wacko guy? I got to see what he's going to say next. So I'll subscribe, who knows? But we're going to talk a little bit about that. We want to tell y'all about a special that we are doing here over the weekend. We're going to tell you a little bit about Thanksgiving. We're going to, uh, toss around some ideas, some lists, some holiday ideas, and just generally have a good old time, friends. I'm used to looking over here, but now my thing's over here. So if you see me looking off in the distance, it's because I've been trained to look over there because I have my phone plugged in and I need the plug on this side. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are y'all saying here? Guitar channel is here. There's Fran, there's Ross, and Galen's here. Okay, now it's a party. Pablo is here. Welcome, y'all. Megan is around. She will be here momentarily, and
Yeah, I had a slight wardrobe malfunction. We're fixing it.
she decided that she was going to wear pants this time. So she's finishing getting ready. What's up, Katya? She says it's a Dougie Doug night. Yeah, I'm feeling good, friends. I've had a nice rest. It's been a weird month. We've spent quite a lot of time off this month just recharging our batteries. I didn't realize just how tired I was, emotionally and physically. We've been going as hard as we can most of the year and haven't really taken much of a break. We took a little bit of a break in early April, but we weren't feeling well. Both of us. We really struggled at the early part of the year with our health. We've been on the right track lately, but it's a whole new ball game for us. And yeah, Fran, we're hanging out. It's been really great this week to relax. Yesterday, here's what we do on Thanksgiving. I'll just tell y'all a story before Megan gets here. Yeah, Guitar Channel for sure. Yeah, right. Um, we need a little bit of time to recover and try to figure out what's going on. Thanksgiving for us, a lot of people have huge family gatherings. Our families, both our families, are really separated, far apart, and it's difficult to get everybody together on Thanksgiving. Really expensive it would be to get everybody in one spot. And so for the last several years, decade plus, we've spent a quiet Thanksgiving, just the two of us, with Megan's sister, who visits. We have a lovely meal. And really, what we enjoy doing most of all is sleeping in. We watch the parade. on DVR when we want to. We can fast forward what we want. We can rewatch what we want, and we typically just turn into snobs because we're critiquing the marching bands and the different singers and all of the stuff. We just turn into, we're like, oh, they're funny, they're great. Look at, oh, they shouldn't have picked that song. All that. We're just, having fun watching the parade, and then after that we watch the dog show, and then when we're done, we get our dinner going. I am not a turkey person. Megan loves to do turkey on Thanksgiving, and since my diabetes and she's on a restricted diet. Did you not like that chair? Oh, she didn't like that chair. She's getting another chair. Pablo, we don't have snow yet. That's true, Fran. It does have too many lip sync performances, doesn't it? Yeah. Fooney, we've seen the mummers through the years, and we think they're hysterical. We live just a little bit too far north to get the Philadelphia local channels now. Now where we live, we get the New York local channels, and so we really don't get the mummers parade unless we really go looking for it. What's up, Andrew? Good to see you. Rock and roll, friends. Let's see. Yeah, so we watched the dog show, and this year it was, what was his name? The pug that won.
Like Vito?
Vito.
We love Vito.
Vito the pug.
Vito was great because we had a whole thing going with Vito. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
We had a whole
The camera's on this side today.
Oh, hi. We had a whole storyline with Vito. Like that.
We did.
Vito.
Can y'all hear Meg, or should I give her the other mic? Let me.
Let's turn it on.
It's brand new. I charged it. I gotta get the plastic off.
I got stuff on my glasses. I gotta fix my glasses. Hi. We're gonna set that here.
Okay,
for
perfect.
the moment, let me scooch forward a little. Hello.
Hi.
Or maybe not scooch forward. I gotta scooch to the side. Hi.
Hello.
I gotta get a little closer to my Debbie.
Okay.
No, we had a whole storyline going for the cameras over here.
Yep, it's over there.
Damn.
I know. I had to plug it in because my phone was out of juice.
That's gonna be.
It's gonna take a different.
I will continue. I will be looking to the wrong place.
I tell you what.
Throughout this.
If I flip it around, is it gonna make us upside down?
I would leave it as it is.
Okay, we're gonna leave it.
We're gonna really fuck things up.
Yeah, right, Kelly? Is Vito.
No, Vito. We had a whole storyline in our heads that Vito is Tony Soprano's dog.
Come on.
And Vito, having won the dog show, Vito wants his gabagool, okay?
Yeah.
I won the show.
See, my name is Vito, and I fucking won the show, so I get the fucking gabagool.
Give me my gabagool.
Gabagool. Andrew, we bought.
We love Vito.
You know what's funny? Is I bought a new set of microphones.
We did.
And I actually found the other ones.
Yep.
In the back of the car.
Well.
Because the last time that I used them was from when we were in Pennsylvania, I think. And I left them in the car, and they didn't get inside.
Of course.
So now we got extras.
Well, they were kind of hidden. I think you might have found them sooner, but they were hidden underneath things in the back seat of the car. So.
Yeah.
And actually, we lost one of these.
We lost one of them. One of them's on Broadway somewhere.
Somewhere on Broadway
in Jim Thorpe, PA. In Jim Thorpe, PA.
Yeah.
It's under the leaves. It fell off my shirt.
He searched and he searched.
Could not find my microphone.
I searched and I searched. Couldn't find it anywhere.
For sure, man.
Couldn't find it anywhere.
Richard Plant, my father-in-law's name is Vito. Hey, Mona Lisa Vito.
I love her. Oh my gosh.
We got a lot of fun friends here.
What is it?
Fun friends.
Identical.
There it is.
I love my cousin Vinny. It's so good.
What's up, Richard? Good to see you. Okay, so
Adrian, me too. I think everybody goes through that at some point, right? Like just losing stuff.
Right. We enjoyed our Thanksgiving.
Right. Yes.
I do steak. If we're doing a big meal and we're going to splurge and I'm going to be thankful and enjoy the spoils of the year, I'm not eating turkey. I'm eating steak. So I had a filet mignon with blue cheese crumbles.
Yeah, I can't eat those anymore.
Excuse me. Yeah.
You really probably shouldn't.
I shouldn't, but I did, y'all.
I behaved.
I fixed Megan some turkey. We did a turkey like a London.
Oh, I behaved until I ate dessert.
Oh, yeah. We did a London broiled turkey breast for you.
Yeah.
That I took the skin off and prepped it, and then just I did a little bit of a grill and then finished it in the oven.
Yeah.
And we did not do stuffing because I gotta watch the carbs this year, but we did do our roasted potatoes.
Also, stuffing just gives me horrible reflux anyway. So I love it so much, and I eat it. I used to eat it every year happily, and then just you take a Pepsi.
We did veggies. We did some asparagus. We did some broccoli. We said no to the dinner roll. I did not make cornbread.
No cornbread.
We were good, y'all.
We didn't make lemon bread.
We usually make lemon bread.
We did not make that. So we should do. Have you done lemon bread in a Doug cooking video?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I love that idea.
I could be on the British Bake Off, British baking show. We got to watch the finale of that. I think it's the.
We do need to watch.
I think that no spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers
this weekend.
Listen now,
Adrian. It's a quick little. It's almost like cake. It's a quick little cake that's got just lemon flavoring in it.
I wouldn't call it a cake. I would think of it in terms of.
Well, it doesn't have any yeast.
Listen though, but it's kind of like a banana bread situation, or like a spiced bread. One of those sweet loaves. It's a sweet loaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tastes pretty damn good to me.
That's how I refer to them.
Kelly is awesome.
Delicious.
She made
the best part of lemon bread is when you take it out of the oven and it's still while it's hot. You poke a bunch of holes like all the way down through. Like you take a
toothpick
or something that's long because you want to get it down into the bread and make a bunch of holes on the top of the bread, and then you take while the bread was baking, you made a lemon juice and sugar mix. For me, less sugar, more lemon. I like it tart.
So you can dial it in.
Be sweet, like too sweet. Yeah. I just want like that real great lemony flavor, like real strong lemon. And then and I do probably more of the juice than you're supposed to.
Hang on a second.
I like to just try to really soak it into the top of the bread and the holes. Hopefully it goes down into the holes.
Well, now you're making me wish that we made it.
I wish we did too, but we can't have that. So it's gonna be okay.
What if I made it for like one of our church friends and then just put it in a smaller dish and saved us a little bit?
We could have just a little bit. Kelly says I love the lemon loaf from Starbucks.
Similar
it's like that, but better. Like way better.
Make it at home. Only takes one lemon, too, y'all. Yeah. Anyway, I might do that on a dugout video or something.
The other part that makes it bad though is that you have to use shortening.
To
make it. So
use the good stuff.
It's not a healthy bread situation.
It's the good stuff.
I'm sorry, friend.
So we did all that. Apologies. The dessert that we made was an apple crumble. We used Granny Smith apples and we did some oatmeal crumble on top of it. We did it without a pie crust this time.
Usually we make like a Dutch apple pie.
And we just baked that off and served it with some vanilla ice cream. It was lovely.
Yeah, but here's the problem though. He was very well.
I was very good.
He only had a small amount. I went friggin' hog wild with that stuff, and I shouldn't have. Oh God!
I went to bed. I woke up this morning. I was like, "Where's the rest of the?"
He's like, "It's half gone."
Part of the fun is eating the apple crumble for breakfast the next morning with coffee. You know,
you're really not supposed to do that.
Well, there's no rules this weekend, y'all. Absolutely
I was
not.
going to make my pumpkin pie. I didn't get pumpkin pie made in time for yesterday. I was going to make it today. I guess I still could make it like this evening, but
it's good to hang out with all of you.
again,
Thanks for being with us.
we just kind of thought, why bother with crust? Because it's, you know, extra fats and salt and whatever isn't. So we always buy the frozen crust at the store. So we did not buy crust. And I thought that's what led to the apple crumble versus a pie. And instead of pumpkin pie, I guess you could just call it a custard. I'm going to bake a custard. I'm baking a pumpkin custard. And we have sugar-free whipped cream.
We do.
For the topping.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Jeff is right. Free pass.
And we did not.
Steven knows what I'm talking about.
Well, there's sugar in the pie, though. But at least we're not.
We just got to watch ourselves. But I think we were pretty good.
Raw sugar, not like the processed stuff. So
I didn't wake up with a hangover, so I'm already ahead of the game. And I want to tell them. I have to tell them we've been shopping today. Part of the reason
spent a lot of money today.
Part of the reason why I'm such in a good mood today is because we are going to be new parents. We're going to be new parents.
Not those kind of parents.
Tomorrow. No, we're a little old for that. But
those days are gone.
We are adopting a dog. And we get to go pick her up tomorrow. So we went to the pet store and we got the right food. And we got a blanket and a kennel and, you know, the dog toys and a new leash and a new collar and a harness, because it's been since December of 2018 is when our dog Cassie, who was with us for 15 years, passed. And we've been ready for a dog for a while. And we wanted.
Doug really has been.
Yeah,
I haven't been so much.
But we're ready.
We're
ready, y'all. I am a puddle. I am a puddle. If I get talking too much about this dog, I'm gonna start crying. I'm not even kidding you.
Here's the thing: when Doug found her, and when he called me, he was here in his office. I was, I think, in our bedroom or something. He called me in. And I walked in and he turned and looked at me and he had tears in his eyes. And he said, he told me I found a dog and I want to put in an application to apply to adopt her. So he later told me when he saw her on the website, he was looking at her photos and he said, I just felt, he said, you know how I told you about when, you know, we were, our origin story doesn't really matter, only just to say we were in school together.
A doggy microphone.
We were actually in a class together, but he didn't really notice me there. When he first noticed me, it was when we were both driving our separate cars to campus and he was driving, you were behind me. He saw me singing in the car. I was singing out loud with not a care about who sees me singing in my car.
She was oblivious to the world singing something.
And probably an 80s tune. And it was definitely not.
Oh, thank you, Adrian.
Oh, Adrian, thank you. That's wonderful. We appreciate that. But anyway, he saw me singing and something he just really took notice and how is it you worded it to me that you just knew that I would be in your life, that I was going to be.
You know, you ever had those feelings
in your life? You just felt
where
this
you
really
just have a feeling,
connection and intuition.
I've heard people say that's the woman I'm going to marry. Right. It was one of those type of things where we knew each other. We were in the same class.
Yeah.
She was a grad student and I was an undergrad, but I was taking an upper level theory class. And we were driving. I lived in West Omaha and she worked further west. And we were driving down the one road to get to campus. And Street. I pull up alongside her and I happen to just draw my eye because I saw this in the corner of my eye. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, that's Megan. And she's singing along. You know, I should ask her out. You know, that's, and so when I saw this picture of this dog, it like time stopped, friends. It was one of those moments I knew that I was going to have a special relationship with this animal, and we put in an
really
application for her.
She's really cute.
We ended up talking to the people for about an hour and a half on Sunday, and we get to go pick her up tomorrow. We haven't met her yet.
Not yet.
She's just turned 5. She's a full-blooded Cocker Spaniel. In fact, she has been used and has resided at a puppy mill.
Yeah, she was rescued from a puppy mill.
And so she's just recently been spayed, and she's had the vet look at her, and she's doing okay. Her meds and her blood work look good, and she's coming home.
She's a blonde Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah. So when you see us on Sunday,
American Cocker Spaniel, I guess that's what they're.
I think so.
Yeah.
She'll probably be in her kennel. We're not sure.
Oh, I don't know when we're gonna put her on camera. We gotta let her get used to.
We got to figure out. We haven't even met her yet, so we don't know what her temperament, especially with us, even is yet. So
she needs to learn us.
We will introduce her along the way.
Point we will. We'll post photos.
Her name is Trixie.
They named her Trixie.
We're gonna keep the name, but her full name is gonna be Beatrix.
Yeah.
And so we can call her.
Thank you to my sister for coming up with that name. My sister is really good. She's great at dog names, right?
She is.
Or she'll name cars too. She's very good at naming cars, pets.
Good job. Good job, Fran. Thank you. Galen says that he gets an upgraded Daily Doug membership.
Oh, that's fantastic. All
right. Well, let's talk about that a little bit too. So, Trixie, you will meet Trixie along the way, probably in a few weeks.
Or B. Well, we may call her B.
Yeah.
Or Trix. Yeah. Or Trixie. Because my sister goes, Trixie kind of sounds like a stripper's name. And I'm like, I know, but it's cute though, because there were a couple of reasons why I like the name a lot. One, when I was growing up, I read the Trixie Belden books. I don't know if any of y'all out there know Trixie Belden books, but I loved Trixie Belden. And also, my mom, when she was a kid, had a dog named Trixie. And so it kind of feels appropriate to keep the Trixie thing. But, but I really love the idea. My sister goes, she needs more of, she needs a more full name, like an old lady name, because she was looking at her she's such a cute little dog. But for some reason, I thought that works, like an old lady name. My sister goes, like, you should name her Beatrix. And we were like, oh my God.
We're going to spell it the same way, Andrew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Beatrix Potter, like the same spelling as that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
also grew up with which is it? Beatrix Potter. Is that Velveteen Rabbit? It's frozen
Our
now.
screen froze.
Uh-oh. Can you all see and hear us?
Okay, it's running. It's running.
Good.
The thing just stuck.
Yeah.
That's
the picture is frozen for us.
And we're back.
It's gone dark. Shit. Oh, okay. Are we okay still?
I think they'll get us back.
Okay.
They'll get us back.
Okay. Okay, we're back. Back again. Yay. Back. Okay, good.
And now it's time for this week's long distance dedication.
We fixed the issue that will not happen again.
I had the wrong do not disturb on, and a call came in, and when I silenced it, YouTube kind of
went bye-bye.
Did a burp, and so we had to pat it on the back, and
YouTube farted. We had to fix it.
God, come on, YouTube. All right. So here's what we want to say too. So we've told them about the Thanksgiving wrap up. We've told them about getting a new pup.
Yeah.
This weekend, today, and then Saturday and Sunday and Monday, we are doing a special promotion on Patreon where our Council of Dogs tier, which is normally $15 a month, is going for a reduced price. And it's 30% off, and it goes down to $10.50. I think it's only for the first month. y'all. So
Correct.
you'll have to check that. But we wanted to do a special. So if you have been at our $9 tier, the Doug Club, and you want to bump up to the council, but it's been a little bit beyond you, and you want to take advantage of this, now's your time. Pop in.
Yeah.
The special is only good through the end of the day on Monday, and then it'll go back to its regular price.
Correct.
We have so much fun with the Council of Dougs, y'all.
Really do.
On this coming Sunday, we're going to be doing a Doug on Demand session, which is about 2 hours of us hanging out and listening to music together. And
it's
I get
2 hours of daily Doug videos.
Yeah.
Basically.
Instant reactions.
Instant reaction, and
yeah,
a little bit of analysis, but it's more it's a little bit less of the analysis part of things, and a little more
becoming
like
aware,
reacting to what you're hearing, and becoming more aware of new things that are brand new to you, bands, artists, and it's musicians who are brand new to you.
Yeah, most of the people
and diving into lyrics a little bit more.
Yeah. A lot of people take the opportunity in these sessions to get bands in front of me that they know that I probably haven't heard before, that they want to get in front of me so that if I'm curious about them, I can look into them more.
Absolutely.
And I've gotten to know a lot of great musicians that way. We've listened to almost 200 extra songs together as a community via this.
And more like feedback, not analysis.
Just this year. Yeah. Right. So it's wonderful. What's up, Merlin? We're just hanging out. We've been talking about some Thanksgiving. We're talking about us getting a new dog tomorrow, and we're just excited as shit about it, y'all.
She's really cute.
We're talking about 30% off on our Patreon this weekend for the Council of Dougs tier only, our top tier. You can get in for 30%, almost top tier. I mean, the top tier, the Doug's Angels, those are our angels. But the Council of Dougs tier, that is 30% off through the weekend. So check out patreon.com/Doug Helvering and join the party, y'all. We have a good old time.
We do.
We really, really do.
Really fun.
The 12 songs of Dougmas is
type the thing in the chat there.
Sure. Can I
wonder do the HTTPS part too.
Oh, shoot.
Maybe just type it. If you type it in there, then you can copy and paste it.
Okay. Where do you want me to do what?
Now, I want you to type it in the chat.
https://www.patreon.com/Doug Helvering.
Copy and then write it over here. So if you want to put it in another time, then
how about I just copy
there you
that?
Go. Copy that.
And put it
over there.
Computers
so
are
you can
fun.
Grab it from there. If when we mention the Patreon again.
Okay.
Then you can put it in the
Andrew,
chat.
she is a light-haired Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah. I don't do they call them blonde? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've always in my family we've always had spaniel dogs, like spaniel mixes, always rescued. We've never had like a purebred anything. We've always had mixes. I grew up the first dog I knew in with my family was she had been named Cindy, and she was a Springer Spaniel mix, and she was great. And loved her a lot. She was a runner though. Like if she could get out, she ran. And I remember just like having to chase after her different times. Oh, sorry.
That's your reminder to take your pills.
Yeah, I'll do that later.
Okay.
I'll do that when we're done. But anyway, so Cindy first, and then we had Corky, who was JD Knight.
What's up, JD?
Been with you since the first Iron Maiden reaction.
Up the irons, man.
Oh,
thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much, JD. That's amazing. Reminded me to take my pills. Good. Glad I could be of service.
Indeed.
But anyway, then we had Corky, and she was a cocker mix. Yes, cocker mix. My parents, had adopted these dogs.
And then we had
Cassie,
Yep.
Who we never the super duper duper short version is whoever had her before us, they didn't she was clearly abused by them based on different behaviors she displayed with us, and they had said she was a Cocker and Shih Tzu mix, which is really ridiculous.
Nope.
It's just not at all possible. So so she had some special needs just based on her experience prior to being with us, and we just loved on her the whole rest of her life. And she only had a short period of time with them, thank goodness. And then we got her because they surrendered her because they were moving.
Yeah.
And it's that kind
we ended up having her for 15 years, and it's been
years. And she,
like we said, since the end of 2018, since we've had a dog, and we've really missed having a dog around the house.
And we always thought she looked cockerish, but like her legs were too long and her snout was just a little bit longer, and we never really could figure out what she was until after she passed away. I think I was looking in I think I was Googling, I don't know, but I found the working spaniel. I found photos of working spaniels and I went, oh, that's Cassie.
Yep.
Cassie was a working spaniel. So we go through the spaniel family of dogs.
Well,
in my family,
dogs, Fran is right. Dogs make the universe a better place. They
really do.
So we're really excited about that. It's going to be an all-day affair tomorrow. We have to drive about 3 hours one way to get her.
Yeah.
So by the time that we see some of y'all on Sunday, we'll be new parents, and we'll let you know how it's going.
I think y'all know too that we don't mind getting in the car and driving for a few hours. That's easy for us.
So I have new eyeglasses on the way. I have placed my order. If you saw a live stream a few weeks ago, or one of my videos over on my secondary channel, The Dugout, I've been trying out new glasses because I have a new prescription, and we made the choice. We made the choice. They should hopefully be about a week before they arrive, and I'm hoping that they go really well. I think Meg's up next to get new glasses.
Yes.
True. True.
Just really super quick. Duffy's a cute name for a dog. Andrew.
It is.
Steven. Megan, I'm not sure what kind of doggy my pooch is, but he originally came from Romania and was rescued by my old boss when she was on holiday. Found him in the wheel arch of the camper she stayed at, and that's why he's called Archie. Oh my gosh, what a story!
That's wonderful.
That poor little pupper.
Wow.
Found a spot where he was really protected in the wheel arch of a camper. Like, who's gonna get to him there, right? That's smart. That's a smart dog. Aww.
Yeah. So one of the things that I wanted,
broken china behind.
I don't know what they're talking about. No, I think we're okay. Oh no, that's my bust of Johannes Bach, and part of his wig has been.
Oh, there was a little part knocked out.
Yeah, he got a mohawk.
No, it's a reverse
mohawk. Yeah. I picked up that bust of Johann Sebastian Bach.
I was going to say Johannes.
Good Lord, Doug. Well, I misspelled Ludwig's name a couple weeks ago.
You just spit on me too.
Good Lord, we're gonna have to take another break, y'all. Talks amongst yourselves. I picked that one up on a trip to Leipzig in Germany, where Bach worked, and where he is buried, and there's a museum there, and that's cool. That's been with me for 25 years.
And indeed. Yes, the Richard Wright album behind us is Wet Dream.
Yep, that's true. I've still got the vinyl itself on,
it's really pretty.
On the turntable, y'all.
It's so pretty.
Isn't it gorgeous? What a lovely album, too. This is our latest EPL episode, y'all. The entire album of Richard Wright's first solo album, and I really, really loved it. That's over on Patreon, friends. It's great.
Love partake in some aromatherapy. I saw our French lavender here. By the way, I really love Revive.
That's what I normally do.
They're not a sponsor or anything for us, but I love Revive essential oils. They're great. Really good company.
Isn't it awesome, Observer? Our
really
friend
good.
Tom sent me that.
Yeah.
October of last year, and sadly, around this time last year, he passed away. And I've been hanging on to it for a year with the plastic still on it, and I finally had the emotional courage to unwrap it and give it a proper listen. And
I can't believe it's been a year.
Yeah, we use those.
Huh? Well, you started to say something, and then you light up before you're finished. Okay, listen.
I use those Revive.
You're not supposed to do the smoke around.
Sorry, I use those Revive things to remove that smell in here.
Oh, yeah.
So it smells like lavender and weed. Yeah, aromatherapy. That's right, Andrew. It's Thanksgiving. Yeah, thank you, Observer. Tom was a really good friend and a student and one of our Doug's Angels members. You okay, Meg? I'll move this over here.
I'm okay now.
Okay. I'll have more of that later, y'all.
Well, we're fortunate. There's no air moving in here right now, so it all sort of stayed where you placed it. So if you just blow that way, the next time you take use of your pipe,
I'll wait until after we're done. I'll wait till after we're done. That was just for dramatic effect. Fun. Dragon fan. That's good to know. You saw that email, right? The one that you responded to Dragon fan with. You told me that you responded to him. Remember that? Like the class action thing?
Vaguely. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. That's good to know.
Those people,
it's a scam.
They make you think, don't they? Okay, so I got new eyeglasses on the way. Those are going to be here hopefully in another week, and I can't wait to see how those work. I wanted to bring a little bit of my own backstory to y'all today. I'm curious if you wanted me to just tell the story a little bit, or if you had particular questions that I might be able to expound upon. And that way I can go right to things that, like, if you've always been curious. Hey, thank you, Fab. I think you're pretty fab.
Yeah.
He says he loves
all pretty fab.
My reactions on Iron Maiden. Yeah, Iron Maiden, that...
Well, you could talk. I mean, I know there's more to your origin story prior to that, but the first of these kind of like reaction and analysis videos that you ever did was an Iron Maiden song.
Iron Maiden. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
Truly. So I'll give you like the 5-minute version, friends. I've told the story enough. I think I can give you the highlights.
Yeah, Adrian's interested.
I am one of 2 boys. I'm the oldest, and my family is not a musical family. Both my mom and my dad were really not interested or driven by music. We didn't have a record player in the house. We occasionally would have like a boombox around, but if we were listening to anything, it was watching the game on television or listening to the game on the radio. We were sports nuts. My dad is way into sports, got his degree in sports medicine.
He was talented.
And was a minor league pitcher. Yeah. And I'm a tall person. I'm 6'4". And from the time that I could remember, I had a ball in my hand. I was throwing or catching or shooting hoops.
And he never had the awkward.
I was always coordinated, and I was always big for my size. So I remember like dominating T-ball. It's one of my first memories, just dominating T-ball, right? right?
I can
And
picture it.
yeah, Adrian,
you walk up to that the tee and smash that
for sure,
ball.
man. Oh, they're gonna tee it up for me. Y'all just get on the other side of the
go to the other side of
I was
the
like
fence.
bam bam. And my brother's taller than I am.
It's
My
true.
brother's 6'4". When I was
You're 6'4". Is he 6'5"?
Yeah, he danced 6'5".
Okay.
But when I was, and my dad is the runt. My dad is 6'2", and he's the runt of his 5 brothers.
Yeah.
I've got 2 uncles that were, more than 6'6", 6'7", just enormous dudes. And family, reunion pictures, I don't look tall, and I'm 6'4". I just fit in with the rest of them.
Yeah.
But when I was 12, I remember being 6'2" and 185 pounds, because when our 12-year-old baseball team traveled after winning the state tournament and people didn't believe that we were 12, we had to have our birth certificates and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was a sports kid. I wasn't interested in music. I ate and drank. Mostly baseball and basketball, but I love football, although I never played it competitively. I love golf. I went after I hurt myself. Actually, I hurt my knee playing basketball, and I hurt my shoulder pitching.
And you have the one knee that grew in kind of the wrong way
because
of
I
the
grew too fast.
massive growth spurts that you
And
had.
I got into golfing during college, and I ended up being a club pro and carried a 0 handicap for a long time. I don't play much anymore because my back is shot, y'all. But along the way, I got into music. What's up, John? Hello.
Hey.
Seth Kaser is here. Hey, Seth. Good to see you. Along the way, I was afforded an opportunity, kind of by happenstance, to join the school choir. And it happened when I changed schools, as I started my 8th grade year. And I just happened to be invited into choir instead of study hall. And I'm like, I have never sung. I don't know what I'm doing. I have
about when
no
you were
idea.
A kid in church.
I've been told in a previous life that I wasn't allowed to be in my church youth choir because I was tone deaf. And that's a true story, right? I am
personally, I think it's awful. And if someone would have just worked with you a little,
Jesus is a music snob. Y'all know that, right? Okay, I'm just kidding.
I have a few words for the person at that church.
They put me in the back and just had me do the ooze.
Anybody can be taught how to sing.
Well,
anybody.
It took me a while, friends.
Anybody can be taught.
But what really got me into choir was the choir director said, we really need guys. And I'm like, okay, but I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, it's okay, come on in. And I said, well, what do you mean you need guys? He says, well, right now in the 8th grade choir, I've got like 7 guys and about 35 girls. And I said, what time does choir start? Those are good odds. Right? Those are good odds. Right?
You were 8th grade then? Is
that
right?
It was so scary. Scariest thing I've ever done. Stand up with other people and sing.
I bet it was. Especially when you were told, no, you cannot be in choir because
and try and have to learn and have the memorization and remembering all the stuff. It's very athletic thing, and I took to it. It was the hardest thing I'd ever tried.
And that teacher worked with you, right?
Absolutely.
See?
And by the time I went to high school, I made sure that not only was I going out for basketball and going out for baseball, but I went out for choir as well. And by the time that I got really close to lettering in basketball as a sophomore and hurt my knee and ended up not playing competitive basketball anymore. And then I was starting to get college scholarships offers in my junior year to pitch. And then I really hurt my shoulder pitching. By the time I got to my senior year, I had made All-State as a vocalist, and choir and music was becoming the thing that was driving me on a daily basis instead of all of the sports stuff. It was slowly overtaking that. And by the time I got to college, I joined a lot of my friends that I had made at All-State Choir my senior year who were going to the local state university. And they're like, we're in this choir, we're having a lot of fun. You should join us. I'm like, sure, join in choir at the college. And after a while of hanging out with them while I was a business major or a marketing major, I can't even remember. And I could do their homework more easily than they could. And I never really been taught the stuff. I just understood. I had started figuring out on the keyboard where all the patterns were. I'm a pattern oriented dude.
Yeah, you're a puzzle guy.
And when I could do their theory homework better and faster than they could, they told me to either shut up or
like,
become a music major. So I did, and I just never looked back.
They're like, either go away or...
It was kind of just what happened. I just followed where my interest was. Yeah.
What did your dad think of your transition from sports to music?
He doesn't understand it. It made me a different person. It made me think more globally, more empathetically, more corporately. It gave me analytical skills that I never had. You know, we still talk about sports and I can do that, but he just doesn't understand the emotional draw. Yeah, he just doesn't understand it. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting, Katja. Do you think the younger generation is as dedicated to music in terms of willingness to put in the time to practice? They're absolutely. The people that you may see on, you know, leading the charts on Spotify may be more of a corporate product than they are practiced, hardworking musicians. But I see so many.
It's not true in every case.
Not true in every case. But the basic answer is yes. There are people that are working their tails off.
They work their tails off too, though. It's a different type of thing than a classical musician.
The skills that I see going through, like in my Instagram feed, because of the stuff that I end up clicking on and liking and watching, are unbelievable vocalists and instrumentalists, and they're young.
I mean, and
they're great.
I look at our...
They just can't make any money at it right now, and that's the hard part.
I look at our John Franek, and he's one of the hardest working people I've ever seen in my life. Man, like constantly writing and honing his compositional skills, honing his craft, his compositional skills, his piano performance,
dedication,
the utmost. And he's not the only one. I mean, he like of his generation, he's not alone.
There's
I mean,
so many talented people working today, y'all.
Just speaking of that class alone at Westminster Choir College, the class that he graduated in, and the other students in that, man, that's a great group of students. Just that 1 year, just 1 year's worth, they're all working their butts off currently.
Let me answer a couple of things. So as I was in undergrad, by the time I got to my senior year, it was that I had decided I was going to be a composition major, and that's what my degree was in.
That was when he met me.
My minor was in voice. That's when I met you.
Yeah.
I ended up going to Westminster Choir College for 2 years to do my master's degree. That's the first time I moved to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Between those 2 years, we married.
Yeah, during those 2 years, we got engaged, got married. 9/11 happened.
Yeah. And
what?
After I got that degree, we moved to Kansas City, where Meg worked on a different music degree and ended up getting her Master of Fine Arts and Arts Administration.
Correct.
And I then did my doctoral degree.
And he worked while I did that, and then when I graduated, then he went to school, for his doctoral.
I did my DMA at the University of Kansas, which is...
Tell them what a DMA is, too.
Doctor of Musical Arts.
Versus a PhD.
Yeah, it's not a PhD. So in music, we have PhDs, and then we have DMAs or something equivalent to that. A PhD is a research-based degree where your culminating project would be a book, you know, writing your thesis. And those are normally theorists or music historians, that sort of thing. As a composition major and a performance-based degree, my dissertation was the writing of a major work. And so I ended up writing a Requiem Mass, actually, which was
wonderful.
It is. I'm really proud of it. As I look back on it, I shouldn't have wrote a Requiem that young. I'd have different thoughts now,
Sure.
I think. But it's a 40-minute piece, and it's got either orchestra or pipe organ and choir and soloists and the whole nine. And that's what I did. We moved back out here and I taught at Westminster. And that's where I ended up meeting John. John was a student at Westminster while I was teaching there. And he was in the top 2 or 3 students in terms of ability and skill and overall just
like your top
great people.
You mean like
I'm thinking any student that came through that university in a decade, he was in the top 3 talented people.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
I was just drawn to how humble he was and how good he was and how fast his brain worked. And we've developed a just
you
a
two are similar
lovely,
in that regard. Your brains both work like
yeah,
speed.
a lovely connection. And he's like a family member for us now. We
call him our adopted kiddo.
Yeah.
I mean, he's our business partner too.
He is. Yeah.
But he's he's our he is not Russian, but when I first met him, it's a very long story, but he was learning how to speak Russian, and he made a joke back then that we should call him our adopted Russian son. And so we still kind of keep
hello
that
to a
joke,
few people?
But yeah, absolutely.
Hello to Japan at 7:30 in the morning. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it's good to have you.
Where are you?
They're from Japan.
Aha.
Awesome.
At 7:25 in the morning. Greetings. Hi.
Seth has a good question. What took me so long to get into rock and roll? Here's one of the things. My brother has always been really into metal and heavy alternative rock. I remember in the 90s when we were in high school and college, he would be pushing bands like Tool and Alice in Chains and Guns N' Roses and Megadeth or Metallica, and he would crank it up, and I was not fond of that sound. I remember being turned off by it. And as I got into composing and into all the colors that are available to you as a choral composer or just in general working with an orchestra and all these instruments, I got into music that was more nuanced, that had all these different colors to it, and I didn't like the stuff that was fully amplified. The other thing that was happening is I was really working hard to make sure that I was what's the word? Adequate to be a professional in this field.
Right, because having only jumped into it when you were
I didn't listen to all this stuff as a kid.
College,
so right? Like I had to go and find not only what Beethoven 5 is or that it exists, but what it sounds like. And if somebody refers to it, I better know it so that I can talk about it.
You had a shitload of catching up to do.
It's all of that repertoire.
Yeah.
For hundreds of years.
A lot of rep to listen to.
And I'm sorry, an undergraduate degree introduces you to a lot of rep, but all of it does not. Right. And there's tons of new rep being added all the time. People expect you to be knowledgeable about this field if you say that you're a trained musician and you're a professor.
Especially if you're a composer as well. You have to know.
So I didn't really take the time to, like, I heard people talking about those bands, but I never took the time to listen to them.
Right. Yeah. You didn't have the time. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Split? Good to see you. Yeah, man. So yeah, as the generation kind of shifted um, at Westminster. That was kind of a generational change. They had some pretty shitty things happen to them from their parent university.
Oh, it was
I won't go through
terrible.
all of that, but our um, enrollment dropped pretty precipitously, very quickly. And by the time we get to the pandemic in March of 2020, I'm pretty much out of a gig because we're down,
Yeah.
you know, we're down in students.
And he
And
wasn't a tenured
yeah, so
professor on a tenured
it
track.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, so it just, by the time we get into that summer, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to do. No universities are hiring because it's the middle of a pandemic. No choirs are singing because it's dangerous
Yep.
to be doing that with something that's spread, you know, via mouth. So I was really, it was like a major, like, whoosh, stop, do not pass go, do not collect 200, don't collect anything. We ended up moving out of our apartment, and the church where I work has they own the house that's next door to the church. It used to be a parsonage,
We had to move out of our
and
apartment. We couldn't afford it.
now they use it for other things, but all of their programs were going to be stopped during the
Yeah.
pandemic. So they said, you can move in. And so they
Yeah.
put us up
They did.
for months. And
That was incredible.
it's in that context, broken after 2 decades of study and work, backbreaking, you know, discipline to do all that.
And trying to get on
Trying.
full-time tenure track somewhere. Like, just
The Daily Doug was just, I'm going to do something positive with my day and give
Yeah.
myself an outlet to start talking.
Yeah.
I have no idea where it's going, but I'm going to do occasionally some of these. And I did some during the run up to the election in 2020. And it was right after the inauguration in January of 2021 that my brother said, all right, you know what you should do? You should do these reaction videos. And I said, I don't like reaction videos. I think they're a waste of time. He says, no, but
That's like, I think they're annoying.
you'll do it better because you're used to teaching. Just listen to it and tell them what's going on. I'm like, I'll give it a shot. And he says, do the Iron Maiden because their fans will follow you.
Yeah, Dan
and
was
their
like,
fans will click on anything that says Iron Maiden.
Dan was like, do what you do when you're teaching in class. Like, break the song down. How is it put together? Talk about the chords.
So I'm used to talking while the music is going because we generally don't have time to stop and say, okay, what you just heard was this. I'm used to teaching while the music's happening,
right?
Which is why I talk all over the shit. Sorry. Y'all.
It's just what he's used to.
So I use these as it's almost a game. I love doing these because I tune up before I go. The ear that I have is the result of years of specific training. I started at a level where I was old enough to know that I didn't really have a good ear. And so everything that I've done has been the result of just banging your head against the wall and just practicing your intervals, your chords, and it's just question, answer, is it right? Question, answer, is it right? Multiple times for decades. And that's how I can trust it as much as I do, you know? So they're almost a game, y'all. I'll turn the thing on. I'm like, all right, y'all, we're listening to this one today. People said I should do it. There you go. And I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. So here we go. And see if I can, you know, like, oh, I'm like, I tuned up to it. Like a lot of times, if it's a metal song, I'm gonna tune up to E because they play in E a lot.
Yeah.
And if it's an E, oh, cool, they're in E. If it's a D, oh, I hear it a step away from where I tuned up, so I can then just shift. Okay, they're in D, whoosh, and all of my kind of the palette in my head, in my peripheral vision for the keyboard and like note paper kind of appears, and I just shift and go. It's what I'm used to doing. Yeah. Seth, That would be fun. The lighting in our kitchen is so awful.
Yeah.
It looks terrible. We got to get better lighting in there, and I'll do a couple of cooking videos.
Yeah, for sure.
That'll be fun. Okay, Katja, that's an interesting question. Do I have any favorite modern composers? I think Neil Morse is a pretty awesome myself. Neil writes a lot, doesn't he? He writes great. He's a really great storyteller.
I had seen another question too while you're contemplating that.
As long as John Williams is still working, I know he's in his 90s, but I consider him modern. I'll say John Williams. That's right, XBIA. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I think America should do?
There's another composer.
I think.
Oh, that's not modern. Sorry.
I think America should. Hot take here, y'all. I think America should commission John Williams to write a new national anthem, because I can't stand our national anthem. It's musically crap. Yeah, hot take. Wouldn't that be great? A John Williams, if he can write all those Olympic tunes.
If anybody's going to, it's John Williams. What do you think of or / favorite Stockhausen?
I don't like Stockhausen. I've never gotten into his stuff. Never.
Okay. Wait. I don't know if I know the John Williams and Stravinsky thing.
I don't know.
I really get tired.
Danny Elfman's a good choice, Michael.
I really get tired of people talking about John Williams ripping off help me out here. With the Jaws thing. The Jaws theme.
Oh, I don't know.
Dvorak. No, he did not. No.
Megan has a hot take.
No. The that is not at all what Jaws sounds like.
Tell us what you really think.
A half step motive. My God, John Williams did not rip off Dvorak.
Oh.
Period. End of story.
Well, I don't, observer. Not that I'm aware of. Armory. I think that's true, y'all. That our young honey, young hungry, I'm just drinking with my friends. Holy bird. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Seth, I would write a national anthem if is there any money in it for me? Come on, there's got to be a commission. You got to pay for the good stuff. So here's the other thing that I wanted to do that I thought would be fun. Do you have that up and available, or do you need to get it? Or
I've got it right here.
Okay.
But I was going to say, if y'all have any other questions, you can maybe wait until we're gonna do something else now. So if you have any other questions for Doug about his kind of Doug's backstory, how he got to be where he is now.
Thank you, Rob.
Maybe hold off for. I can't get my ISP to connect.
Rick, let me answer that.
I'm sorry, split image.
Rick and I have chatted. It's been a couple years, but we got to know each other via phone. I think he does really fantastic stuff. We, I think, share a fascination for how music works and why that particular combination of tones and melodies makes us react a certain way. It's like a magic we try to understand. And then when we get to teaching it, it's like we're saying, this is so cool. You got to figure out what's going on here. I got to tell you this. And when you have a teacher that's truly excited about what they're telling you, it's hard not to take them seriously and get into their same energy and be excited about learning it. I think that's the biggest thing, is if you like teaching it and you like teaching, they're going to learn. If you don't put the, you know, the passion in, it's just going to fall on deaf ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
I
seen.
agree with Adrian. I think you and Rick complement each other.
Yeah.
In your different styles.
I love watching Rick's. He's doing a lot of interviews lately. I think he gives great interviews.
He does give great interviews, and it's really fun to watch him as a musician who can play instruments he's listening to. So it's fun to watch. Like, I haven't watched him in a long time, actually, to be completely honest, but like, just historically, things I've seen from him where he'll play a line on guitar or on a keyboard.
He knows more about the guitar than I do, for sure. Right. He knows more about the ins and outs of recording and equipment in the recording studio than I do. I think from my background, I understand choirs and orchestras and orchestration a little bit more, but we both have the same basic training. He just kind of specialized in one area, and I specialize in a different. But most of what undergirds it is the exact same stuff. Yeah. So
Fran says, but he never uses a shaker.
Yeah, but
we can thank Tom for the shaker too. Thank you, Tom.
Katya, I'd love to still try to learn to play guitar. I just haven't taken the time. It's been a crazy year. It's a crazy year.
Yeah, well, and particularly because you've got another project you're working on. We're not really releasing can't really release details on that yet. But there is another project he's working on. You'll know about that in 2025.
Cool.
So yeah.
Do you want to try this?
Yeah.
Megan's going to do something to me.
Well, it was his idea. He thought it would be a fun.
I've seen this happen before, but I can't remember the questions. It's the Colbert Questionnaire, and I've seen Stephen Colbert, I think once or twice, do this with people that are on his show, and I thought it was an interesting thing. So Meg's going to ask me, I guess, questions from this questionnaire. And I don't know how I'm going to answer because I don't know the questions. Yeah. But if y'all have your own answers, I think that would be fun.
That's kind of one of those things that you just remember seeing a couple, like him giving, asking questions from a couple of different.
I think he did one with Tom Hanks.
And like, we've seen them, but you don't really retain in your head like what the questions are. Like, there's probably a favorite food item, or like that kind of thing.
I like food.
So. And as it turns out, question number 1. Are we ready for this?
Sure.
Okay. So Doug is going to take the
Colbert questionnaire. Y'all put in your thoughts too.
He's taking the Colbert questionnaire. Yeah.
We can learn about everybody.
To chime in and with your own and
rolling up my sleeves.
That'd be great. So, okay. Question number 1. What is the best sandwich?
The one that's in front of me.
There's no sandwich in front of you.
Well, when the sandwich is in front of me, it means I get to eat it.
Oh, whatever sandwich is in front of you at a given time.
Yeah, but that's not my answer. Okay, you want to know the best sandwich.
Like, what's
Dragon Fan says PBJ. Fran says a Reuben.
Oh, I love a Reuben.
I love a good Reuben. I'm going to...
Well, you don't love a Reuben because you don't like sauerkraut. So...
Oh, yeah, they do put sauerkraut on. Never mind, I don't like Reubens.
It's not for you.
BLT, fried bologna from Andrew.
Matthew, we still have never had pork roll the entire time we've lived here in New Jersey, and I know that's a travesty.
If I have access to actual sausage, why would I ever get a pork roll? I mean,
I'm gonna have.
That's just processed sausage, right?
My diet or no, I've got to try like a pork roll breakfast sandwich at some point. I really need to.
So here's what I'm gonna say.
I know it's sacrilege.
I've visited my brother and we've hung out in San Francisco a few times. There is a place in San Francisco where I had the best sandwich that I've ever had, and it's called the Refuge.
The restaurant is
the restaurant is called the Refuge.
Okay.
And they had a pastrami sandwich that was so fucking good. I can't even remember all that was on it. Pastrami. There was cheese. There was, excuse me. There was like mustard, and it had like
was there like Thousand Island dressing on it?
Yeah, they had like a Russian dressing, and I think
Russian
what made
dressing.
it so good is they had some quad beers on tap, and it was so good.
Now, see what makes me sad about this, though. Hey, there's a certain John Franick who is here. Yeah, John, I'm really upset with Doug about this pastrami situation because
I'm gonna leave.
We live here in New Jersey, in the New York City area. This is like the mecca for.
I'll put Harold's at a close second.
Pastrami
or Katz's.
Like, come on, Doug.
But I'm telling you.
Oh, he might have been reacting to the pork roll, like the pork roll.
Those other places didn't have that beer on tap. That's what I'm telling you. And when that just goes with the sandwich, right? It's like a condiment. It's so good. Excuse me, y'all.
But Harold's though, Doug. Harold's in the tower.
If you had
the tower of pastrami, at Harold's, I mean,
if I'm going
for lean pastrami at Harold's.
If I'm going for quantity,
you hit the pickle bar too, and get some sours and some dills.
I don't hit the pickle bar
and half sours
because the pickle bar hits you back.
You don't like pickles.
Come on.
You get their what do they call it? Is it crunchy? The crunchy health salad.
You
stuff
get the
like,
crunchy
health
salad.
That's great.
What's up, Justin?
Then, they make really amazing coleslaw too at Harold's. So here's what you do.
We're still on the first question.
I know. You take the rye bread and you put Thousand Island and mustard on it. You put your just pile up the pastrami, put a bunch of coleslaw on top of that, and then put another piece of bread on top of that, and then have a good time making a massive mess of yourself. But it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Now, okay. So
that's if you're good.
You can't say your favorite pastrami sandwiches from the West Coast, man.
I'm telling you. It was.
I have had that sandwich though.
It's really good.
And you're not wrong.
It's
very good.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong that it's delicious, but Harold's beats it hands down for me.
Okay.
In my, but this is your story. Okay. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
My story. I'll shut up. It's my story. No.
Okay. So.
Okay.
So other people were talking about rumors and things. So now let's gonna.
All right.
Oh God. Rewind. Question number 2 from the Colbert Questionnaire. You have to wait till you exhale that direction. Question number 2.
I'm ready.
What's one thing you own that you really should throw out?
Take a look at some of these LPs.
Douglas! Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
I know you got smoke in your system. Do you need a little sip of
I'm
water?
all right.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a pack rat. We've moved so many times. I'm not.
I am.
I'm not sentimental. If I don't use something actively, like within a 6-month period of time, I get rid of it.
John.
Come on, John. I'm looking around to see if I can find something that I need to throw away.
John, I don't know if you were on how
I don't have anything.
How long you've been here or been watching the video here, but or the live stream. We told the group assembled here today watching and listening. We told them about when I first got to know you and you were learning Russian and how you had joked that we should call you our adopted Russian son. And so so that may be.
I'm still looking for. I'm just looking if I've got anything around here.
How about do you have like a ratty pair of underwear that you keep wearing, but you really should throw them away, or like
sure,
terrible, like a
sure,
like a pit stained T-shirt that
I
you
think,
just love,
yeah.
and
I think that's it.
like stuff like that.
I think I've got at least one pair of draws that 3 of the 4
Draws.
Fruit of the Loom guys have gone on vacation, and there's just one guy back there just hanging on for dear life. Come on,
There's one Fruit of the Loom guy
just hanging on for dear life. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, number 3. We need to move on.
Were people saying what they're throwing away?
I don't know.
Okay, question number 3. What is the scariest animal?
The scariest animal. I'm gonna go with a mosquito. Mosquitoes scare the crap out of me, y'all, because they eat me alive, no matter if I am bathed in DEET.
Mm-hmm.
And
they like how Doug smells.
They attack me. They cause bad things, and they carry viruses now. So, yeah, a snake I would run away from.
Hippos would be.
I don't know.
Snakes.
You
don't like snakes.
I really don't like snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more afraid of snakes, I think, than I am of like spiders or lions or others, or gators or something like that. John's scared of pelicans.
I get that. Justin, thank you for asking how I'm feeling. The short answer is I actually am doing pretty well. I am in the treatment phase for my situation, and it is working. So, I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
And trying to do my part by sticking as close as I can to the diet that I should be having to avoid, I have to avoid salt and stuff like that.
Next question.
Yeah, but I'm doing great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Question number. I'm losing a lot of hair as part of both my age and my my condition that I have and the treatment for it. Medications I've been taking, there's hair is just falling out. It's terrible. But it's gonna be
I'm sure, Steven. I got bit by some bite. I don't know if they were midges or if they were just biting flies on
on the beach that
time? The beach that one time.
And God, that was terrible.
My legs were on fire. Whew. Hot darn.
Yeah. Hot darn.
Okay,
Okay, so we're doing question number 4.
I'm ready.
So mosquito is the scariest animal for
to me
you.
it is.
So question number 4.
Yeah.
Apples or oranges?
Oh, apples. Easy. Every time.
Groovy.
Yep.
Question number 5.
They did, Steven. Question 5.
Question 5. Have you ever asked someone for their autograph?
Yeah. Sure.
Like who was the most recent person?
Oh, I think it was when we saw a Broadway show. I think it was Anthony Warlow.
Oh, I love him.
I got Anthony Warlow's autograph.
I'd forgotten that you have his autograph.
Yeah. He's one of my favorites.
He's fantastic.
And what was he playing in? Was he in Finding Never? I think he was in Finding Neverland when we watched that.
Yeah.
And or was it Annie? He was Daddy Warbucks in Annie, wasn't he?
Yeah. You didn't go to that though.
But he is from Australia and is a wonderful baritenor. And I've been following him ever since I was in high school, and they released a complete symphonic recording of the Broadway musical Jekyll and Hyde, and he played Jekyll/Hyde and killed it vocally. So yeah, I remember getting his autograph. One of my best autograph stories was trying to get an autograph from Shaquille O'Neal.
It's a good story.
Back in the day, it would have been April of '91.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I
April
remember
of
this story.
91.
Yeah.
We were at the Final Four, which
Yeah.
was in Indianapolis that year. Remember, sports family,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the reason why we were looking to go, our team, which we lived in Arkansas at the time, so we wanted Arkansas to go. Kansas beat them that year, and got to go instead. But my uncle worked in state government in Indiana and was able to host us, and so we were able to get there and everything, and that was fun, and get to go to one of the games. But Shaquille O'Neal was in town announcing that he was going to stay in school for his sophomore year.
I've
And
forgotten that
it was at, I think, the senior game, not at the arena where they were playing the big games, but where the Indiana Pacers play. And we were in the stands, and I saw Shaquille O'Neal. You can't miss him. He's huge, sitting down
He's
like
hard to
behind
miss.
the goal. And I said, I'm going to go get his autograph. I was like 11 at the time, 10 or 11. And so I went up and asked him for his autograph, and he said, "Sorry, kid, I can't sign right now." And like as he stood up to go somewhere else, like Scottie Pippen comes walking out and was going to say hi. I'm like, "What's up, y'all?" And I'm 11, but I'm still like 5'10" or 5'11, so it's not that bad. But I asked actively Shaquille O'Neal for his autograph, and he had to turn me down because it was against NCAA rules for them to sign stuff back then. Yeah.
I want to just point out
what we got
in regards to
that's cool,
asking
Observer.
someone for their autograph. Yeah, Observer.
That's cool.
Has gotten Steve Hackett's autograph twice.
That's wonderful.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Noel Richardson.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so let's go on to question number 6.
Yeah.
What do you think happens when we die?
Oh, good Lord. What happens when we die? You want a real answer?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to think philosophically for a second. Okay. I think that we are just energy that's slowed down, and that into a presence that our body can contain and that runs our body. I think the energy that forms us is in the universe before we are formed, and somehow that energy is funneled into the body that we end up having, and our energy in essence creates memories and runs this body for a while, and then when that runs out, the energy just simply returns to the universe. That's what I think happens. And I think it's a miracle, an absolute miracle. And so use the time that you got, experience all the experiences. That's what I say. Be curious about the experiences.
Yeah.
I love that Ted Lasso quote, be curious.
Yeah.
That's why I also have this thing create back here. It's in the same mindset. Always try to be looking for the next layer of the onion, because there's always one. You can always dig deeper. You can always find deeper experiences. And I think that that's really what our task in this life is, to experience all of it to the fullest and help others do the same.
Yeah.
And then be thankful, and the energy returns to the universe. That's what I think happens. Yeah.
And to give to put out the energy that you would like to put out the energy to others that you would like to receive from others. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Like, unless, I don't know, that's not a hard, steadfast rule. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to receive positive energy from people, you put out positive energy.
Absolutely.
Be kind to folks. You know, when you go through, when you buy something at a store, and the person behind the checkout counter says, "Thanks, have a nice day," look them in the eye and smile and say, "Thanks so much, you too," and really actually mean it, because they probably don't get like real, true, like
human interaction,
but where because they can feel that you actually mean it. Thanks, hope you do too. You know, like,
that's great.
Give that to people, and you'll receive it back. So anyway, wait, Justin Kirk. My dad had an out-of-body experience. Had a heart attack last year. Said he saw a white light, and he was in a lighthouse.
Wow,
that's fascinating. When my dad's mom was in her final hours, she talked about seeing silver clouds, and she said she heard angels singing. My other grandma, my mom's mom, saw people who she knew. We were, the way we interpreted it was that she was seeing people who she knew who had passed and were in the beyond. Because she was like lying there with her eyes either closed or open, and sort of had like one foot still in this world, but the other foot was in like the beyond somewhere. And she kept saying hi to people she's like, "Oh, hi," and smiling. And we didn't know who she was saying hi to, but we kind of feel like it was people, loved ones or family or friends who had passed away already. And like at one point she like frowned and was like, "No, you come here." And so my family is all like, they're all on the other side going, "Just let go and come on,
man,
you come be with us." And she's like, "No,
we're playing cards. Let's go."
Yeah. So
okay, we got
interesting. We gotta keep going.
It's been an hour and a half. Thanks for hanging out with us, y'all. What's next on the list?
Oh, what did I do? Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Favorite action movie.
Favorite action movie. I don't watch a lot of action movies.
Is John Frantic still on? Because I bet he and I are thinking the same thing.
I remember thinking that True Lies was a great movie.
I love that movie.
Back in the day.
That's a really good movie.
With Schwarzenegger and...
that's a fun film.
Yeah. Great movie.
Ooh, Raiders. That's a good answer.
Raiders is a great movie.
Edge of Tomorrow. Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is an epic, though. I don't know if I'd call it a...
Zebra? Ice Station Zebra? I don't know that.
You know what I really liked? The train movie with Chris Pine and Denzel Washington, where it's like a runaway train. The sound design in that and the runaway aspect of it was just really cool.
I like that too.
Oh, John wants me to say Die Hard, right?
See, that's what I'm saying, John. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's it, Andrew. It's a fun movie.
Should be Die Hard.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, Star Wars.
Unstoppable is the name of that train movie.
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is based on a true story. I didn't really heavily research this. Very, very, very light research just to find out like how accurate was the film. And I know that there were
what happened?
Inaccuracies. For sure. But the movie was good. I like the actors in it. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, this is fun.
Here we go. Favorite smell.
Favorite smell.
Seriously though?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was good.
No, not that. Oh, favorite smell.
Fran says Christmas cookies.
You know, I love playing golf and I don't get to do it anymore. The smell of a freshly mown golf course in the morning. Like the sun's coming up and there's kind of a mist and they've mown and you smell the grass. There's a little bit of dew in the air. It's damp, but the sun's bright, and it's going to be a glorious day. The greens are receptive, and you're going to have a great round. I love that smell. I haven't smelled that smell in a long, long time.
You're kind of reminding me of the scene in Field of Dreams when Shoeless Joe first makes his appearance, and he talks about the smell of the grass.
Yeah.
The ball, like he's like, I would have played for free. Like the smell of the grass, even your glove has to, like, I bet if I mention your glove, you recall a smell.
Absolutely.
From it,
yeah.
Like, did you do the thing when where you would put like if your catcher came to talk to you, did you put your gloves to your faces when you talked to each other so that no one could see what you were saying?
Oh, that was fine. I don't think so. It's not that I could throw it where I wanted to anyway.
I'm with Lily. The smell of the sea.
Lavender's great. First rain after a dry spell. That's great.
For me, it's there's one place where you go through it's John and Doug, you both know. I'm not going to say where, but I will say, when you get to the part where you walk through little tunnel, sort of a tunnel, or a little like straight path with the pine trees on both sides of you.
Yeah, there is a
then you come and how great that smell is there. And you get out of that and you're met with the scent of the ocean and the rocks that are there, and like the seaweed that might be stuck in like the dried stuff too.
That's great.
Which has its own odor, but then you get past that and you can smell the ocean air.
Yeah.
And the scent of the water, and you still have a bit of the tree smell from behind you, and it's the best thing ever.
We've gone on this hike where it's not a hard hike, but the very end of it, you end up passing through this little cutout passage through fir and pine trees, and it smells
it's incredible,
amazing, especially if it's rained. And then when you get to the end of this little cutout passage, you're on this rocky shoreline.
That freshness of the sea air.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We got to keep rolling. This is fun.
So, least favorite smell.
The least favorite smell. Pickles.
Pickle brine.
Just pickles. I don't know. Cucumbers are not that bad, y'all. Why do you have to go and ruin them by putting them in like formaldehyde? It's
the observer rotten eggs. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Rotten eggs is bad. For me, it's vomit. I cannot smell vomit. I just can't do it. Can't do it.
You ever like I have to, like, if I'm getting something to go or like DoorDash and they're gonna put like fries with a sandwich or something and it's gonna come, I have to tell them, please don't put a pickle underneath my fries, because the pickle get all over my fry. I can't eat a few of my fries because they've been accosted by a pickle. Ruined. Ruined.
You ruined my French fries. You put them on top of a pickle.
I can't be in the same room with pickles, y'all. I hate them.
Fran and Kelly, I'm with you.
Pickles.
I love pickles.
It's like, I don't know if I wanted to.
I can't eat pickles anymore.
It's like eating something soaked in urine. That's what it smells like to me. It's like, what would make this better? Let's put it in a whole bunch of pee. Should go on a sandwich. No! Nowhere near my sandwich. See, you learned something about me today, y'all. Indeed. Don't send me the Pickle of the Month Club for Christmas.
Okay. Question number 10.
10. Okay.
Exercise, worth it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not fun for you?
Not fun. Never been fun. Never been fun.
I know I've never gotten to that place where I'm like, yeah, this feels, and where I'm gung ho about it, and yeah, let's go.
I don't like being out of shape.
The Observer, good Lord.
I don't like being out of shape, but
That sounded so genuine, Doug.
I always hurt so much.
Yeah.
I've always hurt so much after doing like strenuous exercising that it's just difficult, you know. Like runner's high, never had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but doing the physical therapy and staying active and doing our walking and trying to get our heart rates up and doing our stretches and our activities and all that sort of stuff this past year and a half, it is worth it because it does improve your physical health, and it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Hackbert.
Yeah.
Glad to see you.
So it makes me kind of hurt, but I think it's worth doing. Micah, I did tell the story a little bit ago. I haven't really mastered. I mean, piano is the instrument that I play with the best technique and ability of any instrument besides voice. Voice was my minor. Composition is my major, and I taught myself throughout high school, and then with the teaching that comes along with that in college and just through the years, I've gotten pretty good at piano, and I know how the other instruments work, but I've never really interacted with them to the point where I can play them with any success. You know the fingerings for the string instruments, or you can be reminded of them very quickly if you're trying something really hard.
Sure.
You remember the fingerings and the ranges for all of the other instruments and what their transpositions are, so you can work with them and write for them in a way that works for them. That's the skill. Being able to play them all is something that no orchestral composer that I've ever known can do, but they just learn how to write what's best for that. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, I can do those
yeah, that's
those
true,
piano
John.
improvs.
You're so good at piano improvisations, Doug.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, because you've mentioned it to me, that you learned a lot in regards to piano improvisations from listening to John, yes? And his improvisations?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that little factoid.
How many questions are there?
So hang on.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah, we'll do the rest of the questions, but I was wondering if you would want to tell people like how you approach, because you did teach yourself piano, but it's not a by ear thing. It's a different process.
It's by theory.
It's by theory.
Yeah.
That's the easiest and shortest way to put it. It's true.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you asked how many there are. There are 15 in total. We are about to do question number 11.
11.
Flat or sparkling?
Flat.
Yeah.
I don't like sparkling water.
I do.
Yeah.
I
don't mind a tonic water in a mixed drink, but if I'm going to drink water, I want it flat.
I love both.
Michael, good question. I love it. That's funny. I'll take fish. I love them. They're cool.
What's your favorite band you heard on your channel?
And why is it fish?
And why is it fish? Fish are, they're really amazing. Okay, so
yeah,
number 12. Most used app on your phone.
Most used app on my phone. I'll go with Discord. I'm on there a bunch, y'all.
True.
We that's kind of where I hang out. I mean, a lot of people have their social media of choice. Thanks, Seth. Good to see you. I used to hang out on Insta or Facebook, in years past, but with our community and everything that's going on over on our own private social media, our Discord server, I hang out there. And I think that one is like the most used app on my phone for sure.
We have a couple of folks saying
YouTube,
Spotify,
Spotify
YouTube.
makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Absolutely. Always listening to music. Yeah.
We have Sirius satellite radio. I use that app on my phone quite a bit. Yeah.
You also like scrolling Instagram reels.
Yeah. I need my cat and dog videos.
It's true. There's a lot. Yeah, we do follow a lot.
I don't use TikTok, and I'm not on Twitter anymore.
And you don't look at Facebook much these days.
Not much. Just occasionally.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 12.
12.
Let's see. Excuse me. We just did 12. Question number 12.
Gotcha.
Number 13. You get one song to listen to for the rest of your life. What is it? Let's say for you, song or like piece of music. Like, you know.
Does a whole symphony count, or is it just like movement by movement?
A whole symphony.
Whole symphony.
We'll go whole symphony. Or you could choose a movement, whatever you want.
Wow.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I think Beethoven's 7 is my favorite symphony.
I do love that.
If I'm going with, let me think about a rock song. You know what? I'm gonna go with Firth the Fifth from Genesis. I'm gonna go with Firth the Fifth from Genesis. It's well sung. There's great piano. There's moving meters. There's great piano work. There's a kick-ass guitar solo. It's open-ended enough that it can be about I can move it around and have it be about different things. I don't know. That comes to mind. That's my favorite Genesis song. Let's put it that way. Yeah, too much to choose from.
Good choice. There is too much to choose from.
I just have to have, as long as I've got a satellite link to a music streaming service, I think we're okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Anybody else? Supper's ready. Thick as a brick.
Thick as a brick is good. Supper's ready is good.
There's a 47-minute
I don't know that group.
I don't either.
Peter and the Wolf's great.
Oh, I love Peter and the Wolf. I grew up, I had one of those little, like the little plastic or whatever, record players as a kid. And that classic, like Disney did an animation with what's his name narrating Peter and the Wolf. And I had a record of that recording, and then a book that followed the audio, so you could listen to the record while looking at the book and seeing the illustrations that were used in that Disney film. You know what I'm talking about? The Peter and the classic recording with what's his name, and his really distinctive voice.
I don't know. I don't remember.
But I listened to that all the time when I was a kid. I would lay on the floor on my stomach with the little record player on the floor in front of me, and Peter and the Wolf. Yeah. And I love that. That's my
Observer. I'm more of a fan of the Ravel orchestration of Pictures at an Exhibition than I am of the original for piano, but it's a wonderful piece. Yeah. Rushtu, I do not have perfect pitch. It's very well trained relative pitch. I get tuned up before I do the videos, and I'm normally able to follow them via all the training that I've done. Excellent.
Yeah, it's a lot of
awesome
training.
Observer. Cool.
So we have two more questions. Number 14. What number am I thinking of?
35.
That's actually fairly close. I was thinking 55.
Ah.
So not far off. Oh, Hackbert and I.
Hackbert. Wow. 35 was my uniform number in basketball. That's right. That's why I went there.
Aw, that's cool.
Sean, yeah, we like Mannheim Steamroller. We know a lot of the players.
Being from Omaha, having spent much of our lives in Omaha, where they're based out of. Yeah. Kelly, holy shit, that's how old I am today. Is today your birthday? Kelly, happy birthday. See, I'm on a wavelength with you too. That's awesome.
We've got a couple of friends that still play in the Mannheim Steamroller traveling show.
We just watched that movie with Will Smith and Margot Robbie. That's why I said 55. Okay.
Cool.
That's cool. 55.
Hi, Sean. Yeah, we're both from Omaha. I'm from Millard, and Megan's from Papillion.
Yeah. I was a Papio La Vista girl. But yeah, Kelly, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
And last question. Question number 15.
Let's do it.
Describe the rest of your life in 5 words. This would be impossible for me to do. I would have to have a pen and paper, and I would have to try writing some things down to figure out
5 words.
Exactly what I would want to say.
Never gonna give you up.
Come on. Come on.
That's the perfect answer. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with.
Do you have Rick saying it in your head when you say it, or do you have oh God, why can't I say her name from Ted Lasso? Do you have her in your head?
Hannah Waddingham.
Hannah Waddingham. Is she in your head singing it like
either one?
At her dad's funeral?
Never. Either one. Either one.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, y'all got Doug rolled. That's it. Just I don't know why that popped into my head, and I was thinking, is that actually 5 letters? Holy shit, that's 5 words.
Well, Gunna is sort of a version of 2 words. It's 1 word though. G-O-N-N-A.
Ghana.
So
that's it.
That's it.
Yay!
Good job, Doug.
We made it.
You have performed you've gone through now the Colbert Questionnaire.
I've been questionnared.
You've been questionnared. Good job.
This has been fun, y'all.
You passed the audition.
I will say this: we are blessed.
You are now known. That is exactly what Stephen Colbert says. Known. Thank you, The Observer.
Excellent.
Yeah, you are now known.
So we do have some great partners that advertise on our channel. NordVPN has ongoing deals. We're working with Starzy Creations, the people that do these things. Y'all, they're absolutely great, and I gotta move my leg. Sorry. They're doing 40% off for our friends there. Where's my my Metse audio?
Those headphones are so comfortable.
These still have a deal on them.
Yes, they do. Where can they find like information on or links? Is that
I've got most of it in the description of the videos where you can find stuff.
Is that in the description for this video currently now?
It should.
Okay.
If it's not, then go to a regular video. The chair that I'm in, my
Starzy for your home office would be great.
My Flexi Spot chair, they still have things. The sleep masks, the Manta Sleep masks, I think they still have those deals going. So there's still time.
Those are comfortable too.
Friends, to take advantage of the deals that we've cultivated with our corporate partners.
Yeah.
And I picked them pretty. I'm pretty picky about who we work with. We get a lot of people that ask or that we get as many.
Thanks, Fortman. Yeah, links for Starzy, the Metse headphones. That's all in the description of this video that you're looking at right now.
We get just as many places wanting us to partner with them to do and it's so shady. Sometimes you don't know if they're real or not.
Yeah.
We get as much of that as we do people asking for us to do specific songs. It's really interesting how that happens. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. So, friends, we'll
remind about Patreon too.
Yes. We have ongoing right now. If you're just joining us, or if you didn't hear before, we have a 30% off deal going right now for our Council of Doug's tier over on Patreon. If you sign up between now and Monday night, it should default to $10.50 per month, or at least for the first month.
Not per month, just for
the first month. Introductory month.
Yeah.
Instead of 15. So it's 30% off for your first month.
It gives you a chance to try it out at
we got a Doug on Demand coming up on Sunday.
If it's something that you would like to invest in.
We got Council of Doug's a week from tomorrow. That's going to be fun. I've got the big fan favorites, the 12 songs of Dougmas will come up next week. But the big news, y'all, we're getting a puppy. We're getting a dog. We're getting a dog. We're going to be new parents, and
we're getting a
I am beside myself. We get to go pick her up tomorrow. So as soon as we're done here, we're going to do dinner, and we're going to make final preparations, and we got to get up at the butt ass crack of dawn and get on the road to meet our new dog and bring her home.
John,
tomorrow.
Thank you for putting the Patreon link in you were supposed to do that when we talked about it.
Oh.
That's why we put it over there so you could copy and paste it into the chat. Thank you, John, for helping us with that. I could have done it too.
Okay.
I don't have the video pulled up on my phone.
I'm too busy talking.
I know. Michael says, I'm so glad I randomly caught a live stream with Dr. H and the missus. Thanks, y'all. This is fun.
Thanks, Michael.
We're really thankful to.
We do.
We just passed Thanksgiving.
Yep.
We're one day past Thanksgiving, and we haven't talked about what we're thankful for yet. I think that would be a really great way.
All of these people
to end this this live stream. Before we do,
okay.
Just repeating about the discount for the first month of the Council of Doug's. If you come and join us for that, you get to you get access to all of the Patreon videos that Doug does. You get to have once every 3 weeks we do council hangouts on Zoom. You also once every 3 weeks get to be part of Doug on Demand, which is
instant reactions.
2 hours of instant reactions to music from Doug. Everybody who wants to every council member or Doug's Angel member who wants to be part of the Doug on Demands you can come and just listen and hang out, or if you want to submit some music you would like Doug to listen to, then you can. And he uses one of those random spin the wheel things to pick which songs are played, and it's usually about 10 songs ish per Doug on Demand session. And so we listen to them and he talks about what he's hearing, and we
move pretty quickly
through them
so that everybody can get a chance.
It's kind of like a whole bunch of daily Dougs in one
that's wonderful
2-hour session.
Woohoo! Mr. B.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Mr. B made his first Doug on Demand submission today. So I wanted to point out something that Fran Bishop said, and thank you for mentioning, Fran. Pay for the whole year. There is a discount for paying for a whole year at one time on all of our tiers. And now, especially for, I don't know how the year discount goes when this 1 month is discounted, but at any rate, you do get a better deal by paying for a whole year at a time. So
if you buy your Doug in bulk, you get a better deal, y'all. Okay. Matt says, when do the new daily dog episodes begin. We got to figure out if Trixie's going to be camera shy or what her personality is going to be. We got to learn her a little bit, and then, but you'll see her. You'll see her along the way.
Yeah.
Friends, we are thankful for this community that continues to uplift us.
Yeah, this is what we're thankful for.
And sustain us.
Yeah.
It's a personal thing. You'll learn something about somebody when they play a song for you. You know? And I've seen magic happen over and over and over again, just in our little Daily Doug bot over on our Discord. People from all walks of life and all corners of the globe, we just kind of get on the same channel, and somebody's like, ooh, I like this one. Like, oh, that's cool, very much. I like this one. Yeah. And then somebody says, oh, I like this one.
Yeah.
Or somebody says, what mood are we in today? We're in this kind of mood. Okay, in that mood, I like this. Oh, that's cool. I haven't heard that. It's magic, friends. Music is the entryway into the context of what makes us us. And you learn intangible things about people when you share music with them. And I think with the way that I share myself here on these videos, y'all have gotten to know me as well, and Meg. But we're friends here. And we trust each other. And we just enjoy hanging out and being in each other's company and having this magical thing that binds us together that helps us get us through from day to day. And that's what I'm really thankful for, the magic of that and the magic of y'all being willing to participate and join us in that.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Arrows here. We can start.
Let's start over again.
Come on. Yeah.
It's great to see you, Arrow. And yeah, I echo Doug that we are forever thankful for this community. You know, I'm kind of just recalling recently some thoughts, some thoughts and feelings shared by folks in our Discord. If you are when you become a Patreon member, you get access to the Daily Doug Discord server. And we some excuse me, some people's experiences, like difficult things, were recently shared on over the course of a day or two. And just it and in addition to that, just people, it is a supportive,
thanks, Andrew,
community. We really emphasize being kind to each other and supportive of each other, and it's just that's an awesome community, and we see the same thing here in the wider this wider YouTube Daily Doug community of ours. We see that same that same level of kindness and support.
It makes me happy.
It's the Daily Doug space is a refuge. It's a place to you can
relax.
Come here and relax, and you can escape the whatever troubles are there. You can escape from the harshness of reality.
Half the time I'm not even wearing pants. Y'all. So just make yourselves right at home.
And just come and listen to come and watch and listen to this guy.
I'm actually an introvert.
Yeah.
Y'all wouldn't realize that, maybe, but I'm an introvert. But it's really intimate looking into a camera. There's nobody else here besides Meg, but normally it's just me and this. And so it is like talking to one person.
Arrow half the time.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Anyway, we're really grateful for you.
Oh, good Lord. If y'all send me pickle pants, I might have to wear them, but I would wear pickles before I ate them. Just don't make them scratch and sniff, all right? Come on.
Scratch and sniff pants.
That would not be good. That would not be good, y'all. We already have scratch and sniff. Crotch and sniff. Shit.
Oh, God. You just said crotch and sniff.
Did I say that?
Oh, no.
Scratch and sniff is what I meant to say.
This is starting to go badly.
We're gonna have to sign off.
I think we should.
We're gonna have to. Should we just scrap the whole thing and start over? Damn it, we made a mistake. Okay.
We love you all.
We love you, friends. Now I'm getting hungry and I do need to leave. But
this Thanksgiving and last Thanksgiving and the previous one, and ever since this whole thing started, we are so very, very thankful for you all.
Yeah, for sure.
We're grateful to you. We're grateful for this community, because I've heard a lot of you talk about it being a refuge for you. You all are a refuge for us too. Honestly,
absolutely.
That's why Discord is one of the most used apps on both of our phones. Hang out. We're there all the time.
We enjoy y'all.
And John Frank said, much love, y'all. Yeah. The three of us are so grateful for all of you.
For sure. Sure. We'll be back at our regular time on Sunday, 1:00 Eastern time, and we'll by then have figured out what we're doing this next week, and we'll let you know, and we'll be off and running. So until then, remember, if you want to get into the Council of Dougs and you're not currently, there is a special going on, patreon.com/Doug Helvering. Council of Dougs is 30% off your introductory month.
Yep.
And be kind to each other, friends. We'll see you on Sunday. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, and to yourselves.
I know it's a Jerry Springer thing, but yeah, be kind to yourselves and each other. Be kind to yourselves and each other.
Indeed. All right.
Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Indeed. We'll see you soon, friends.
Be well, everybody.
All right. I got to figure out where my finger goes.
Oh, God.
Come on now. Finger. Well, I got to be kind to it, get it warmed up.
Oh, my goodness.
And hit it right in the right spot.